Yo, it's your boy Benzino, man. Shout out to my guy OG Product, the top Crocodile. Let's go.
Man, Sauce Walker, man, straight from Texas, you know what I'm saying?
Texas to New
Yeah,
York.
you show mad love to New York.
Shout out to Product TV, man. Y'all know what it is. Ooh, TSF business.
Okay, let me read y'all this letter. It's from the parole board. It's an out-of-state plan approval. It says, Dear Mr. Wingate, please be advised that the state of New Jersey parole board has received the parole plan acceptance from New York. You are to be released at the expiration of your sentence as determined by the New Jersey Department of Corrections to begin a 5-year supervision. You are to be released at the expiration of your maximum sentence as determined by the New Jersey Department of Corrections to begin serving a 5-year period of mandatory supervision component of your sentence. The mandatory supervision will commence upon the date of your release and be supervised by the New York State, which means I'm out this mother.
Boom, 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 boom. You know where it is, man. It's boy OG Product, bringing up edition, that Garrison News. Know the schlingo, trap now, cut later. If a good mount nigga schmool as we should. Oh man, goddamn, things makes you go, Talk nice, mama. Anyway, man, we out here fooling for it, oh mine. Pretty that shit, mine. Blip, bow. Boom, 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 boom. People, trust up. No homo, no freaky up. No homo, no sneaky. So, people, what you just seen in the introduction, man, is Max B telling y'all he's coming home sooner than y'all think. After doing almost 20 years, for the white man, after Max B and his ex stripper girlfriend, man, who goes by the name of Gina Conway, set up a trick. You understand? A John, man, in New Jersey and took the homie out. So that's what led to Max B getting 20 years in a slammer after homeboy unalive. Alan J Poden and his Code D. It was three of them, him and his ex stripper girlfriend, Gina, and his Code D, Calvin Leardown. So Calvin Leardown, after the system seems like it broke the homie down, homeboy came forward and saying that Max B snitched on him. Max B is an alleged Rizat. You understand? Max B bit the cheese. So now they're about to have a party, man. They're about to have a light show, a turn up on November 19th, man. Connecticut will never be the same as they gearing up to throw a welcome home party, man, for Max B. But a lot of people are saying that Max B, was snitching. Max B was singing like the Isley Brothers. Max B was singing like the Temptations. Max B was singing like Gladys Knight and the Pimps. Max B was singing like Aretha Franklin and gave up info to the white man, because people are saying, man, the Fed's not going to just give you something for free without you giving, the Fed something. So now there's more allegations, surrounding Max B, like a bunch of, alley cats, man, surrounding the homeboy like a bunch of mosquitoes, as they saying allegedly Max B, snitched on one of his homies, man, who's considered a New York, kingpin, man, who had, ties with the Mexican and Colombian cartels. So if you don't know who the homie is, man, the homie goes by the name of Penthouse P, who you heard French Montana, mention the homie name in the music tune Stay Scheming featuring Drake and Rick Ross. So like I said, after homeboy was picked up, by the Federalists and did, 12 years out of a 15-year bid, homeboy finally got a chance to do road once again. Then whoop, there it is. Just after being free for 9 months, homeboy found himself right back in a white man institution, and that's who they saying that allegedly Max B dropped a dime on a homie to get his freedom. And now Penthouse P is back in the institution fighting for his life. So like I said, I don't want to chat too much and hold y'all up. I'm just going to let one of the homies, one of the finest, homies, man, that know about the federal institution, he's going to give y'all more info on who Penthouse P is. Things that makes you go, People, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Go in the top and comment below. Subscribe to my new channel. This is boy OG Product, man. Y'all know the schlingo, fool. Y'all know the Schweppes. Never far at all, mine. Boom, 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 boom. Rah.
According to the streets, French Montana's homeboy Penthouse P is back fighting another federal case after he only been out of prison for 9 months after serving a 12-year bid in federal prison. And for some of y'all who don't know who Penthouse P is, I'm gonna give y'all a little history lesson. He is a well-known hustler from New York or New Jersey who French Montana shouted out on a Stay Scheming song featuring Rick Ross and Drake. And according to reports, Penthouse P was arrested back in 2010 for being accused of being a Long Island drug kingpin who had major connections to Mexican and Colombian cartels. And reports say at the time of his 2010 arrest, he was arrested with 2 other people after authorities raided one of his houses and found large quantities of drugs such as cocaine, meth, heroin, and psychedelic drugs. And as a result of this raid, which led to his arrest, it led to him receiving a 15-year sentence in federal prison. And after only serving 12 years of his 15-year sentence, he was released in 2022. And reports say after only being on the streets for 9 months to a year, he was picked up on federal conspiracy charges after a confidential informant helped the feds gather enough evidence against him. He was picked up on federal conspiracy charges after a confidential informant helped the feds gather enough evidence against him. And since y'all now know a little bit about his past and history, I'm gonna read some stuff from his indictment which led to the feds arresting him and charging him with new federal conspiracy charges. Now, according to his indictment from January 2023 to May 2023, the feds believe Penthouse P and others conspired together to sell more than 400 grams of fentanyl and 5 or more kilograms of cocaine. And his indictment also says between that time, he would begin discussing drug deals with a confidential informant who was interested in buying 20 bricks of cocaine off him. And it is said once the feds learned from their confidential informant that P was back on the street selling weight, they will begin following him and keeping tabs on him anywhere he went. And according to his indictment, during the Fed's surveillance on P, they will come to learn that a man named Perez was the person who was transporting P around to his stash houses and also meeting other co-conspirators to sell drugs to them that was coming from P. Now, I can't cover everything that's in his indictment, but I can tell y'all, between February of 2023 and May of 2023, the feds have a ton of evidence against P, such as recorded conversations between him and the informant discussing deals, a lot of surveillance videos and pictures of him and his co-defendant Perez, and the feds also gathered a lot of information from their confidential informant. But according to P's indictment, after the feds investigated him for those 5 months, they decided to raid one of his stash houses with an arrest and search warrant, where they would come to find P jumping out of a 2-story window to evade federal agents, which eventually led to him landing next to the swimming pool and breaking both of his legs. And according to his indictment, upon searching his stash house, federal agents would find $100,000 in cash, a pistol, 2 large packages of fentanyl, and 2 small baggies containing cocaine. And as of today, since his arrest on May 23, 2023, he is currently being held in a county jail in New York or New Jersey on federal conspiracy drug charges.